Koraland is the world we created where all of our stakeholders get to participate and create things that come to life in a bit of a digital world. It tells the story of our community coming together from our family's perspective, our volunteers, our donors, our staff.
So you get a tablet, and with this tablet you're able to make your own personalized hermit crab. So you pick its body, and then you pick its own unique shell. After you pick the hard shell, you get to color it and pick its design and pick its shapes in a way that is customized personally for you. Once you're done your hermit crab, you kind of let it out into the world and you see what happens to it.
Koraland also tells the story of Ronald McDonald House in a unique way. We have a few inspired pieces to it. One is coral. Coral for us is really important because it's in our magic room. In Wikipedia, it represents happiness for children and protection over evil forces during turbulent times. So we decided that is going to be that element that we think is really important to put into Koraland. The other is hermit crabs. Hermit crabs in the wilderness are born without a shell, and they only have a very short period of time to survive without a shell. They're completely dependent on a shell washing up on their shores. We think they're very much like our families that come to us. They're scared, they're vulnerable, and they need some help. Well, we've got this shelter in this little world created that is storing all these, having all these little creatures in a safe place, but you know, their world needs to get a little bit bigger, and they need to be able to get out into that world and help their families out, so they need a shell.
Koraland is important for our families, not only because they get to connect with people here within the house and the donors and the volunteers and the sponsors and so on and so forth, but it's also a really unique way for them to connect back to their families, their classrooms, their friends, and anybody and everybody in between, basically.
If social media is your thing and you like Facebook, you like Twitter, you like Instagram, then you'll be able to share it immediately through that.
Because of Koraland's shareability, it gives families the opportunity to be able to start a conversation that doesn't revolve around their child's illness or the hardships that they're going through. So instead of saying, I had a really bad day today because I was sick, a kid can always say, hey, my hermit crab has done this today, and what has your hermit crab done?
And when they see what they just drew come to life in there, and they see kids celebrating the things they created and sharing what they've created together, and that human connection that is formed, it's pretty amazing. It
makes their world a little bit bigger, and that's what we want for these kids, because a support network is vital for them.
The world that exists in Koraland is the world that all of the people that are most important to us are creating together.